I thought it would be so sweet to take this golf image, isn't she cute, from the Golden Oldies, and this Stampers Anonymous by Tim Holtz, his collection of trees. Aren't they gorgeous? And I'm going to change up this stamp completely different. Take it from golf to Christmas. And how I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it on a 1-layer card. So I thought. If you follow my videos, you know how difficult it is for me to make a clean and simple card. But I'm going to tell you, I set out to do it. And I want you to watch and see how far I get before I switch it over to a totally vintage, shabby chic card. Yes, it's just boggles my mind that I can't do that. But anyway, now I've taken the image, I've taken a baby wipe, and I am covering the golf bag. I want to get that out of the picture as much as I can because I've stamped the whole image, and sometimes you get a gray line left, but it's no problem with what I'm going to do here. I didn't mind that. So I have taken some Versamark and I'm heat setting it with some clear embossing powder, and then I'm going to take my heat tool and I'm going to set it, because right here my mind is still focused on a clean and simple card. So when you look at this closely, you can see at the top of her hand I have a little bit of her golf club left there. That doesn't bother me right there. And then to the left side I had just a tad line with her card. So I will figure out, there they are together. See how we just have, it's changed it up completely just by taking out the cart and the club. So I grabbed one of these little trees. It reminds me so much of the little Charlie Brown tree, and I'm setting it down to cover that little, as much of that little top part of the golf club as I can get. I took out my little distress cubes of distress inks with 4 different shades, and I want to watercolor with distress inks when we get farther along with the image. So I started out just adding a whole lot of colors. I want that wet watercolor look. That's what was in my mind when I created this card. And look at, there's my little Charlie Brown tree. So I am taking a little wee star stamp, because this star will cover the remainder of that golf club. Now this is going to match the sentiment that I have on there, and that's why I put this glitter on the star. I took this Bring On The B-R-I-N-G, like B-R-R-R-I-N-G, ring, because it's from a snowman set, and I'm doing some stamp surgery. I'm taking off, all I'm keeping is Bring, the B-R-R-R-I-N-G. I'm taking that out separately. Then I'm cutting the little On The out, and then I go to another set and I take it's the Stamp of Approval set. I take the sparkle stamp out. So it's Bring On The Sparkle. And I'll put them all back together. I don't mind cutting my stamps. I keep them in pretty good alignment when I put them back. So here I'm deciding, okay, do I want to use this tag on this 1-layer card? And I thought, yeah, I do. I'm going to keep it 1 layer, but I'm going to do it 2 layers. I'm thinking I'm just going to put a vellum tag here. So I grabbed my 40-pound Stampin' Up! Vellum and this Avery L set with the tag, because it has the beautiful dots. And I am putting Ing. I thought that was kind of cute, because the little lady is standing there with her little knobby knees and shorts on, and you've got Christmas decorations in it, and it's a tree. It's supposed to look cold, and she's there in her shorts because she was golfing, right? So anyhow, I took some Versamark and I have the placement just right on there to go across the banner, and it has the I'm going to say it every time. Yeah, so I want that this color, the vintage color, on sparkle, because all her outfit that I'm putting on her will have this color of sparkle. So I wanted it was kind of like you know how the subliminal, that's what I was thinking. And then I added the extra fine, ultra fine wow gold ink, and there you see it. It says bring on the sparkle. Now see this beautiful die I have here? I wanted to run some lights to make it look like lights outside. I'm going to do kind of like a field scene, like she's out where in the field and this little wee Charlie Brown is the only tree that's sitting there and she just happens to walk by and pick it out. So I took some gold to match in the tag, and then I grabbed this this stamp that I had, and it outlines, it's an outliner stamp, it outlines my image so that I don't have to draw the lines on. There are already lines on there, and you will see it when I use the Versamark. Now I'm going to take the black embossing powder, excuse me, I'm just trying to think what I'm using here, and it was the Wow black embossing powder to put on that liner that has the wonderful, you know, it's kind of an odd, like if you took your ruler and then stopped and added 3 dots and then drew a line, stopped, added 3 dots, that's what it looks like. And it's right here that my vintage shabby chic mind switched over from clean and simple, and I start adding those layers. So I grabbed my set. I want to use this as a back layer, but I don't want to waste the guts in the background because we're going to cover that, right? So look at what I did. I ended up getting the center and this beautiful frame out of that. And now I need to make a longer card because I'm going vintage. So what I do is I set it down, I score it a 1/2 inch, and I fold it because this is the 120-pound black cardstock I get at Walmart, and it is thick, let me tell you. And here's my 1/2 inch Suquang tape. I put it down because I'm going to fold over another piece. There we go. I just cut one the same size, and then when I'm done folding it over and sticking it down, I'll cut the bottom off so it's even. So there's no problem with that. And yes, it's very late at night and I'm starting to lose my voice. I always do these voiceovers after midnight. It is really funny. Now I'm putting the double-sided tape, as you can see, on the back of my gold glitter Stampin' Up! Paper. And I just take a Swiffer cloth and I go over my whole card to get rid of all of that sparkle at the end. I don't mind it there just while I'm working. I just keep cleaning it up in between. Now I set this down on my black cardstock. And the funny thing, if you noticed right there, good thing I noticed that this was upside down, the black piece, because I have the top on the bottom and the bottom on the top. So I had to turn it around, but I did catch that because can you imagine there? See, I turned it around. And I am just securing it to the black cardstock. And I love that 120-pound cardstock I get at Michael's. It's very, very thick. It's worth every penny. Now on this Stampin' Up! Turquoise piece, I want to add the same vintage amethyst embossing powder. So I take just a scrap piece of paper, I move it over 1/4 inch, I add my Versamark to it because you'll get an exact line. You don't need a ruler because I just use thin paper, and I'm adding it to the edges so that it's next to the gold. And when it says bring on the sparkle, oh yeah, we're going to have sparkle all right. So I do every side. I just grab, this is just old paper, and I line it up 1/4 inch, what my eye thinks is 1/4 inch with the Versamark. And look at that. I'm just heat setting the rest of it. I love that amethyst vintage embossing powder by Wow. So here I have to fit my Bring on the Sparkle vellum on the top and my image that I had. So when I grab the image, I notice it's too big and it's still a tad crooked from placing it down. So I take out my guillotine cutter and we start cutting it down so it will fit perfectly. And then I just move it a tad, just wherever I feel it's not straight. And it came out pretty well straight on there to match the lines. I just kept placing it and looking at it. And right there, the whole time I'm doing this card, I am trying to figure out what I'm going to put to the left of her where that golf bag was. So I'm just taking off my sequin double-sided tape here. Because I'm putting it on glitter, I want it to be really sticky. So I stick that down and it's going nowhere, and look at that. And then I put this down and I'm thinking, okay, and do you notice I have a scarf? I found, I don't know if it was in the Stamp of Approval kit, there was a scarf. No, it was in another set with the bears. And I took the scarf and I put a scarf around her neck. And now I'm putting a hat over top of her golf. She has a sun visor, remember? And I want to cover the sun visor, so I put a little wool cap, a Christmas wool cap on her. And I want to have it in the, I wanted the red undertone, and then I put the same vintage amethyst glitter, so she has a matching scarf and hat. Now here I'm putting down, I cut those little strips that had they look like lights on them from that one die, and I did black and gold. So put the black down. Now the gold balls, they came off separately. So they have a separate die that just cuts those circles. And I'm putting black on gold and gold on black, as you can see here. And I'm using my wonderful beacon glue. Love my beacon glue. 3 times as much of beacon glue as you get with glossy accents, and it dries identical. I say that in every video, don't I? I just want you to be able to get a good buy. So this is kind of look like, it's to look like hanging lights. Now I thought, should I put another tree there? Just a minute. Well, here I take out my Copic multi-liner because I want to add, I decided not to go with the tree. Listen to me jumping all over the place. Have mercy on me. It's very late. I decided to not put anything on the left but grass, long grass, short grass. Look at it, I'm going crazy with grass. And that way I can, just paint the greens on the bottom, and it looks like she's in a field. I'm just giving her more hair here. I'm darkening it up because I put that, I don't think I put it there yet, so I'm not gonna say anything until I use that product. But anyway, yes, that's the Copic 0.03 multi-liner, and look at, I have nice grass. So I wanted to match the turquoise Stampin' Up! Paper with her jacket. So I take my Derwent extra thin paintbrush. It's a watercolor brush actually. And I add all my shadows, and it is, look at her face. The whole time. I don't know if it's too late, but I can't look at her face without totally laughing. She's kind of saying it like this. Yeah, bring on the sparkle. Doesn't she like, oh, when you get a close-up and you see her lips, it's like, oh yeah, make it sparkle. Come on, I want to see that. That's the kind of attitude she has on her face. I just love her. She's so cute. I bought this set for my sister. My sister's an avid golfer. Is that what you call them? And I got this for her birthday. But and I got it because I love her knobby knees and her hairy legs. No, my sister doesn't have knobby knees or hairy legs. She's my youngest sister. I'm getting all confused here. I think I have to have a nap and then edit a little later. But anyway, bear with me. I am doing, I hope my sister doesn't watch this. My sister's very pretty and young, much younger than me. So here I am adding, I'm trying to do the face colors. Get serious, Carol. So I'm adding the pinks, and I added 3 colors, yellows, mustard, brown. Now I am just adding the blues. I took out the Tim Holtz. Yes, I'm much more serious now. I took out the blues and the turquoise little mini packs, and I'm adding lots of water. And I really should have done this before I put those lights up, but I was going to do a one-layer card, so now I just have to improvise. And you know what? I loved the look of the way this turned out. Even with the lights, it gives you that shadow in the back. I really do like it. And I added 4 different blues actually. I don't know if you can notice that all through it. And I am taking the water brush into the tree all the way around. I love the look of watercolor because it gives you the ability to put perfection on the shelf and have this look all to its own that is, and when you're done doing it, it looks professional and you're having fun the whole time. You know, if you ever look at watercolor paintings, you know, it's so carefree. It's wonderful. So here, I'm taking darker greens to outline the trees to give it some shade on the left side and to separate it from the grass. I want it to be able to see that tree. So when I hold my Derwent brush straight up, I am trying to get a really thin line. And when I lay it to a 45-degree angle, I'm wanting to get more water out of the brush. If you watch it, I know I'm going kind of fast. But here I'm doing my shading, and I am adding 4 different greens to the grass. And I keep going back. I actually add, oh yeah, I'm doing her socks now. And they're really cute. They're striped socks. And here I've taken the turquoise and adding it in, and I think it added the perfect texture to this because of the jacket. It just came down and added a oomph that it needed. And I'm giving her a bright red, you know, golfers, if you ever seen them out in the golf field, they have the most colorful clothes, don't they? I want to know where they buy them. So, Janet, that's a private thing. Where do you buy golf clothes, Janet? Anywho, let's get back to seriousness. This is my Sukaniko Irresistible Pico Embellisher. I have that down, don't I? And I'm putting it on my lights, just the black ones. And here's my snow text. This is little globbies. That's the professional name, globbies. And I added it to the hair so it looked like all her hair was everywhere. Oh, I love this lady. She's getting cuter as the video goes on. Now I gave her some enamel sneakers and a sparkle skirt. Yes, she's going to match her scarf, her hat, her little star on the tree, and I added 4 layers of this sparkle on her skirt. And look at her white sneakers. Isn't she cute? Oh, she's so cute. And then I outlined her hair, and I wanted her skirt to really like boing right out there. And because she's saying bring on the sparkle, so she's got this amazing thick skirt on. And there you have it, my friends. Look at her legs. I'm telling you, I maybe have to start editing these in the daytime. I'm just too tired and silly in the evening, but there you have it. And I absolutely loved making this card for you, and I hope I showed you how you can use your images in a different way. You can take a total different image. Oh yeah, here goes my vintage. I'm going around. I already distressed with my distress scissors. No, I use my scissors to distress all the edges, and I am adding some of the same color of distress ink all the way around. But like I said, I hope it kind of helps you to look at your stamps differently. And if they have a lot of things going on in your stamp, picture them without this, without that, and switch them over. Well, my friends, my subscribers, we're winding down to the end. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and tell your friends about my channel. And I have a super, when I reach 3,000 subscribers, I am going to have an amazing giveaway. I just want to shout that out there. And just if you would, kindly tell your friends about my channel if they like to do crafts. I would certainly appreciate that. I'd appreciate thumbs up, because on YouTube that will get me more on where I am seen more, and that certainly would be nice. If you like and you enjoy my videos, that would be a wonderful thing to do for me. And here I used my roll of double-sided tape. This is not going to ever come off. None of my layers will ever come off a card. They are suctioned down, I tell you. And look at her. I bring on the sparkle. Here she goes. And I'm going to tell you, would you ever think, if you looked at this, that she's an actual golfer? No, I wouldn't. I think we achieved exactly what we set out to do. I love the watercoloring, and I love her white sneakers. And if you saw me take that little, the Copic multiliner, I was drawing laces on her sneakers. And there you have it. And I'm going to leave you with, it's so vibrant. Like, it doesn't even give it justice showing you here, because look at her shirt. Look at her face. I love this image. Oh, I'm going to make a lot of cards with this. But anyway, thank you as always for joining me. I am going to leave you with having a blessed week, and thanking you as always. Bring on the sparkle. Yes, I hope we get a close-up of this little granny's face. Look at her. Look at her knees. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get in there. I want you to see them. They are so sweet. Oh yeah. Oh, she's my buddy. I love this. Okay, she's your next golf partner. So here we go. Have yourself a blessed day. See you on the next video.